Hi, everyone, and welcome to your February 2023 Pick a Card reading. And I've actually done it with intention and asked for signs or things that you cannot ignore in your life for the month of February. And I mean, it is timeless. So whenever you see this, it doesn't have to be the month of February necessarily. It can be whenever. So take your time, pick your pile. I'll go through them here. Pile 1 is My Personal Growth is Unlimited, and Ocean Jasper is the stone, if you can see that, okay? Pile 2 is I Am Focused on Success, and this is Black Zebra Jasper. And pile 3, we have My Words Have Power, and this is Picture Jasper. So take your time, whatever pile or crystal calls to you or resonates with you, go with that, and I will see you at your piles. Hi, pile 1, those of you who chose My Personal Growth is Unlimited, and this Ocean Jasper crystal. So this reading is for February 2023, although it is timeless, so it will apply to you whenever you happen to watch it. It's about signs or things in your life that cannot be ignored, okay? Like something that's happening right now that you shouldn't be ignoring, okay? So I'm going to say right now for you, pile 1, one of the things would be My Personal Growth is Unlimited. So if right now you're feeling as though you're not moving forward, it's time to address it, okay? There's no time like the present. And I think that's kind of it. These are things that are happening in your life right now, things not to ignore because they need to be addressed sooner than later, okay? So 1 is your own personal growth, and that can be in any area of your life, okay? It can be personal growth in a relationship, in your career, it can be in your religion, in your spirituality, whatever it may be, okay? Now, let's get into the other cards here. We have Cracked Cup, Dissatisfaction with Life, okay? We have Flute, Disappointment in a Friend or Lover, okay? And we have Fair Man, Dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. And again, not gender specific, we will say a fair person, okay? So it can be anyone that you may be dealing with light blonde, gray, or white hair. All right, let's see what else we have going here. Okay, so back and forth. We have the guy here on a seesaw. It's intention. What number is that? It's a number 5, which means change needs to happen, okay? Back and forth, back and forth. What is it? I mean, clearly just the cards to the left right now are disappointment in a friend or lover. It could be family member. It could be coworker. It could be boss. All right. Again, we're kind of getting the description of the person, that they're fair with blonde, gray, or white hair, and it's leading to dissatisfaction with life overall. So right now, if you are having a relationship issue with anyone, and literally anyone, and you'll know it's for you if, well, 1, that's actually happening in your life, and 2, I love the description that came out of the actual person, so we'll go with that. But again, I mean, it could be with anyone in your life. It doesn't have to match our fair-haired person, fair-skinned person here. But my point is, this is something that you can't brush off. You know, when we have, say, for example, and I'm just using an example, a relationship issue, and you know it's a problem, and you know that it needs to be dealt with, but you don't want to put the time and effort in right now, or you don't have time to put the time and effort in right now. You don't maybe want to address it because you're afraid it will be the end of the relationship. There will be many reasons for wanting to sweep it under the rug. This is a sign, if this is happening right now in your life, to take care of it right now. Okay, it's time to address any issues, any back and forth that you're having with someone in your life. Okay. Now, I ended up getting 2 of these cards for whatever reason. Okay, so they must have stuck together or something, or they just come out and I didn't notice when I was making the piles. So the next thing we have is think things through and keep your commitments. So I want to say what's happening right now, because they can tie together or they can also be individual, because different people or a lot of different people are watching this. And, you know, there are going to be messages for everyone. So right now, did you commit to something or to someone in your life, pile 1, and you're now rethinking it? You're rethinking it for a reason. So it's going to be different for everyone, but you're rethinking it and actually questioning, can I keep this? Can I keep this commitment? Okay. So if you've really given it an honest think through, okay, if you've really reassessed, all right, and you know that you can't keep the commitment, this is a sign that you need to go back to the person that you are going to do something for, or again, whatever the situation is, and just let them know that you're no longer going to be able to do it. And just based on my own past experiences, because that's what's coming in for me, be very clear. You know, you don't have to spill all the beans, but just be very clear about why you can no longer keep the commitment and take ownership of it. I mean, sometimes we do it because we get caught in that people-pleasing part of ourselves that, you know, somebody says something or just, you know, it sounds really interesting or whatever it is, and you just automatically say yes before you even really give it any thought. So this may be a sign that you need to really reassess it, and if it's not for you, you can go back to them and tell them that you can't keep it, okay? Because the universe is never going to tell you what to do, all right? So keep your commitment. They're not saying to you, oh no, you have to keep it. It doesn't work. They will never tell us what to do. They will give us guidance. They will maybe send us in a direction, but we have to learn for ourselves. We have free will, and we are free to make our own decisions, okay? So maybe that's something that's a sign right now, something that's happening in your life that needs to be addressed in the moment. There's no point in waiting until the last minute, okay? Next, we have Grand Symphony. Oh. First thing that pops in is, when I think Grand Symphony, I think of a grand orchestra, right? And they're all playing together to create the music, to make the music. And I want to say that maybe for you, pile 1, there's something in your life right now that isn't feeling cohesive or isn't feeling like a group effort, or isn't, it doesn't feel smooth, you know, like a beautiful melody. It doesn't feel smooth. That's the only way I can describe it. So if there's something, again, these are signs of things that need to be taken care of for you in February. Or like I said, whenever it is that you see this reading, it is timeless, so it will apply to whatever's happening in your life in the moment. So let's get on to the next card. Individuality. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. Oh, I love that. I just actually did. I don't know when it's come. Oh, it was today, I think, actually. Yeah, Sunday. So it actually I posted it today. It is a channeled reading about Earth School. So that's kind of interesting that this came out. Every person has their own personalized study plan in this Earth School. That's what I was talking about in the channeled message. So if you want to check that out, please. I'll put it at the end of this video so that you can click on it. There may be some of you, pile 1, that right now are not following your own path, right? You're not being your own individual. You're not being your own, I love using this, your own little Aquarian marching to the beat of your own drum, or your own little Gemini just thinking creatively your own thoughts and ideas, okay? Maybe right now you're following. And I'm going to say up until this point in your life, that was okay. But this is a sign for you that it's time to step out or branch out on your own, okay? Because you have your own lessons, your own path to follow. And this is just a sign that it's time to, and I love that there's birds on this card, right? And they're all different colors, but it makes me think of the baby bird, you know, the mother kind of throws it out of the nest and it's time for them to fly. That's what I think your sign is with this card, okay? It's time for you to step out on your own and fly, okay? Next, we have sound healing. Oh, things aren't in balance. So there's something in your life that you're feeling is unbalanced. It could even be speaking up to here again, okay? So it could be what we had spoken about in this card with the relationship. It's feeling unbalanced because I'm thinking of chakras here, okay? And here when I was talking about the orchestra and the music, you know, one wrong note and things can fall apart or some, right? So, you know, one instrument out of tune and it all goes bad. But yeah, I feel that this is just another card of what is feeling. Where do you need to find the balance in your life? It's going to be different for everyone, but this is just a sign you need to find that balance. And I also want to say with sound healing, there are a lot of videos on YouTube for one, aligning your chakras, for cleansing, balancing them. But also there's lots of meditative music that you can listen to. There's guided meditations that you can listen to help bring balance back in. So I feel like this is a sign for you that you need to proactively do something to find balance. And I'm going to say it's within. Really, I'm going to say it's within. You have to find balance within yourself. Again, different for everyone. But I brought up those YouTube videos for a reason. So I think that may be a good idea for you to try. Now, last card is Source. You are my source. Change me, divine beloved, into one who knows that you are my source. Fill me with confidence and faith so I know I never have to beg, just gracefully receive. Lack is what was coming in here. Like a 5 of Pentacles card or the 5 of Cups. That there's some sort of lack and you're not able to see. And this is a sign for you to call upon who it is you believe in. God, source, universe, angels, guardians, ancestors. There's a ton of different spirit guides and people and angels who can help you, okay? So this is a sign for you to ask for help, okay? So that you will have the faith and confidence to move forward and to be able to get out of that lack mentality. And again, these individual messages are gonna, you know, a few of them could resonate with you, maybe only one will. But again, it's messages for different people, many different people. So not everyone here that chose pile 1 is what I'm going to say feels lack or is unbalanced or is having a relationship issue or, you know, has to rethink a commitment that they made. But here, it's just that flowing water, right? If you allow source to come in and flow through you, that feeling of lack that's sitting, I'm just going to say right here, is just going to flow away and flow out. Okay, so that's something you may want to start working on now. All right, and then last but not least, I'm going to pull a couple of oracles here. Let's just see if there's anything else, any additional guidance for you. Pile 1. I love that. Different messages. but, and kind of different than the way I normally read. I usually tend to just kind of pull everything together, but something was saying no. Do them as individuals, and if they tie together, that's great. If not, it's individual messages for all the individual people. So pile 1. Oh, I am focused on the present. So just a sign for you, if maybe you're having a hard time right now, you're living in the past, or you find yourself too focused on the future, that you can't be in the present moment. Okay, it's time for you to get in the present moment. All right, so I'm just going to put that here. And I have one more. This is deck. Sometimes it can be a little spicy, as in, you know, there's a little cursing in it, but it's kind of funny, actually. I find it funny. It suits my sense of humor anyway. So, look, we need to have a laugh, right? Okay, so what do we have here for pile 1? Visualize world peace. Peace. It starts with releasing the bullshit. So, you know what? That may be a message for someone individual too, right? You need you need to find peace. You need to get rid of the crap. That's exactly what it is. Visualize world peace. Yeah, I love that. Love it, love it. Okay, so that is your reading, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again. Hopefully, I will see you again in March. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Hi, pile 2. And those of you who chose I am focused on success, or this as Black Zebra Jasper Heart. This is going to be your February 2023, or timeless, whenever you happen to see it, reading on signs or things that cannot be ignored, that you need to start working on or focusing on right now in your life. So I am focused on success. This is telling me for some of you, and these will be individual messages throughout. They may tie together, they may not. This may be a sign that you're not focused right now on success, and that's something that you need to start doing. Okay, so there's message number 1 right out the gate. We have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Okay, and maybe you need to think about that as you're focusing on your success. It's not going to happen overnight. Slowly but surely, you know, the tortoise wins the race. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Okay. And ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. I want to take that one step further. I'm just hearing it can even be a marriage with yourself, with your heart and your mind working together as one. That would be something else to consider with that card. All right, let's get going. So first out, we have intention and peace. Okay. I'm kind of getting 2 things here. One, tying into this, a marriage will take place. And what do we always associate, or, you know, at least way back, I don't know if it still is now, but the 2 swans, right? You know, the 2 swans that make the heart shape, you know. Okay, 2 swans in this card. So maybe for some of you, pile 2, you are going to be getting married. This may be coming up for you. Maybe you're going to be proposed to. Maybe you are going to be doing the proposing. I don't know. Possibly you could just be going to a wedding. A wedding may be coming up for you in the month of February that, you know, last minute, you know, it does happen. And then I see 2 here, and I see peace. And I also think that for some of you, this is just finding balance within your life, right? To find balance within your life, or again, finding that partner that's going to be in balance with you, not balance you out. You need to balance yourself first. You know, it's kind of like love yourself first, but yeah, that maybe they're going to come in and they're going to be the perfect yin to your yang, I guess. All right, let's go to the next card. Speak up. Okay, I love that. So this is a sign that maybe you are not being authentically yourself in a situation or with certain people. That maybe it's time, and I'm going to tie it over here to this trouble accusation card. Is there something, you know, boiling up or burning up that's not good for you, or it's a situation you don't want to be in, okay? And you normally wouldn't speak up. Well, this is a sign that's saying, you know what? It's time to speak up. Maybe it's time to stand your ground. All right. Maybe if it is in a relationship, maybe you need to find your voice. So this card's a sign saying it's time for you to activate that throat chakra, to find your inner power, your inner wisdom, your inner goddess energy, and speak up for whatever it is, whatever the situation is in your life right now that maybe you're feeling stifled by, like you can't speak up. All right. Imperfect harmony. Okay. So again, this reminds me of wedding. There's little petals here, the music, right? We had orchestra in the last card. It can be two things. You are now maybe starting to date someone, or the relationship is going to the next level of marriage, engagement, or marriage, and you're going to be finding that perfect harmony in your life. And this is just a sign. It's time. It's ready. Yes, this is meant to happen. It can also mean that there's something in your life that feels out of balance, okay? And maybe that's something in your life is not in perfect harmony, okay? And then just the fact, I just love that these colors all kind of go together too. I'm tying these ones together, that I think the peace and maybe speaking up may help you to find your perfect harmony. But this is a sign. This card is here to urge you to, you know what, if there's something that is not harmonious in your life right now, now is the time to fix it, or to start working on it, okay? Because that's what this is, things that you need to start working on in your life that you can't ignore anymore. I was talking in pile one about relationships, right? And you know there's something wrong with the relationship, or something doesn't feel right, or maybe you're not agreeing on something. And it's fear that's holding you back from dealing with it right now. You give lots of excuses as to why you can't, but it's kind of the same idea. We need to step up and start working on these things. That's why it's 5 things you can't. I don't know why I keep saying 5. Oh my heavens, there must be something about 5. Well, I guess 5 is change, right? Maybe that's why I keep saying it. But things in your life that you can't ignore. Sign, and these are the signs. I'm using the cards as the signs, like awakening. Okay, let's go to that one. It says awakening. Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Oh, I love this. This is a message of, and I had, again, something very similar. You may want to watch pile one because it was kind of similar to this in a few areas. These 2 cards especially. I think they were actually in the same position too. This one here is, up until this point, you may have had a spiritual teacher, leader, religious leader, just someone that you looked up to as a mentor. And I feel like this is a sign that's saying, all right, you've listened to someone else long enough now. You need to start trusting your own instincts and your own common sense. You don't need to rely on the instincts or common sense of someone else. Okay? That's what I feel. It's kind of your wake up awakening that you can do this. You can do this on your own. It doesn't mean that you just totally give up on whatever it is, the person, people, thing, course, whatever it is that you were doing. Absolutely not. But you just know that you can trust your own instincts and use your own common sense and be just as successful moving forward. Okay, hydrate. Whether it's just that you need to drink more water, we just take it as it is, or you just need to take care of a health issue. And this is, I'm going to say, because I'm not a medical doctor or practitioner in any way, and we know that. This is tarot, but this is saying that maybe if you have a health issue that you're dealing with right now or something that has just started, don't procrastinate and put it off. Go and have it taken care of. Okay, so this is a sign. It could be a sign just to drink more water, or it's a sign of don't procrastinate if you're having any health issues, new, recurring, or ongoing. Okay, well, I guess recurring, ongoing, but you know what I mean. Next, last out, we have mystery. I rest in the unknown. Change me, divine beloved, into one who rests peacefully in the unknown until the right and timely actions are shown. I offer the mystery to you alone. Okay. This is, I love this card. I've not used, this, they're two different decks, but by the same girl, Tosha Silver. Love them. One's Divine Abundance, which I believe is this one, and this one is Divine Beloved, I believe. I may have them mixed up. Yeah, no, this one's Divine Abundance, and this one's Divine Beloved. This is a sign for you to stop the need for having the answer for everything all the time. Okay? It's having faith and being able to sleep at night without knowing the answer, without knowing the outcome. That's what I feel this card is here for you, pile 2. It's, you know, surrender it over if you need to, or it's just a gentle reminder here, sign, you know what, don't, there isn't an answer for everything. And sometimes you just need to step back and just let everything play out and happen as it's supposed to happen. All right, if we're getting down to the end here, I've got 2 more oracles that I want to pull just for further guidance, or, you know, just something else that they may want to say in regards to what's sitting on the table right now. Okay, so pile 2, what do we have? My feelings are valid. I love that. Okay, so right now in your life, you could be in a situation where you're made to feel less than. You don't feel as though you have a voice, right? Speak up card. I like that. Okay, this is a reminder that your feelings are valid, that you do have a voice. Use it, and you are worthy, just as we all are, right? We are all of source, so you're just as worthy, and your feelings are just as valid, and your thoughts are just as valid as the next person. Okay, and last but not least, I'm going to pull from this deck here. I don't know which way it actually goes. I'm never sure. Yes, this way. All right. It can be a little spicy with curse words, but it's cute nonetheless, and it suits my personality, and I find it extremely funny, which may tell you a lot about me, possibly. But, you know, I think we all need to have a laugh, and we all just need to be loose, and we all need to just hang loose sometimes, right? Okay, not get too caught up in everything. So, pile 2, what do we have here? To become more fluid, add wine. To chill, try an ice cube. Okay, I love that. So, to become more fluid, add wine. To chill, try an ice cube. All right, so those are your messages, pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed them. I certainly enjoyed doing the reading for you. I will ask you if this resonated in any way to please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow, and I will see you next month. Thank you so much. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, My Words Have Power, or this picture Jasper heart. This is your February 2023 reading, or whenever you may find it. It is timeless because it's about signs or things that need to be taken care of in your life right now. They can't be ignored. Okay, no more ignoring them. It's time to take care of things. So we're going to start off with the card that I actually used to help you pick, which My Words Have Power. This is a sign for you to know that right now, pile 3, if there are some of you out there that feel like your voice isn't being heard, or you feel like you're working on something. I'm going to use this for example. So I'm doing these tarot readings, right? Or oracle card readings at times. And you think, oh, my words don't have any power. You never know how your words can affect another person, right? You never know that what you're saying, what I may be reading here from the cards and getting intuitively, how it may help someone. So this is a sign for you to keep talking. Okay, because your words have power. It may be to just the people in your community. It could be to a few hundred people like me on YouTube. It could be to thousands of people in different venues or on YouTube, right? Just know that your words do have power. And when you're using them for good and they're helping other people, how can they not? That's what I want to say, because you are working with God, Source, Universe, and you're here to help people find their path, to give them guidance, not tell them what to do, to give guidance, to share ideas, thoughts, stories, feelings. So your words do have power. So if you're sitting right now feeling like they don't, this is a sign letting you know that yes, they do. Okay? Next, we have carrot, opportunity or windfall. Oh, I like that. Can I take that for myself? Then we have ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Okay. And goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Okay, so I'm just going to say here, 2 cards about windfall or wealth. Okay, I like that. Let's see what the rest of the cards are. They could all tie together, or they could just be individual message. It's been going both ways. All right, so let's get ready here. First, we have people, professional assistants. So I'm getting a couple of things right off the bat, because I see the book is lighting up here. So I want to say, for some of you, pile 3, this is a sign that there's someone out there that can help you. Just given the card itself, I want to say it's somehow in career or studies. And this would be a sign to accept that help. All right. Yeah, this. And a 7 can be wisdom. So maybe to, tap into the wisdom, to accept that wisdom from someone who is willing to help you. Okay. That may be for some of you. Depending on your situation, you know what's going on in your life right now. Because the flip side of that, which could be, and that's because of this ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. For some of you, it may be a situation where the person that's trying to come in and help you, or it almost feels more like it's a person who's giving you unsolicited help. You really don't want it. And you're not asking for it because they are a little bit aggressive. And that doesn't jive, that doesn't vibe with you, right? So this is just a sign that if that is happening, walk away from that. And I want to say, even for some of you, that it's a good situation and you have someone good coming in to help you and to accept it, all right? But maybe for the person who has that unsolicited, I don't know why I do a double D on the end, but anyway, help or advice, hold out, because there's going to be someone who's going to come in and help you, and it will be beneficial. the golden light's going to shine, all right? Okay, let's go next card. Reach for the stars. All right, so there's some of you in this pile 3 that are working really hard right now on achieving the goals that you've set out for yourself. All right. And if you haven't set the goals yet, you are about to. So this is a sign to keep going. All right. Reach for the stars. Don't back down. Even if you are, I'm kind of getting that some of you may be getting, I don't know, backlash or negative comments or people sharing their opinion if they're not on board with what it is that you're reaching for. That's okay. This is a sign that you continue to reach for the stars. If this is something, it's going to be different for everyone. So some of you are going to be working on this already. Some of you are about to start, and others of you just may be actually putting pen to paper or to a keyboard, finger to a screen, whatever it is, and you're getting what it is that you want to do down, but you have a plan. And it's time. This is the sign. It's time to start that. It's time to continue on with it. It's time to continue working. It's time to reach for the stars. And I just am feeling very called to say, because it could end up being an increase in material wealth. Okay? Or it's an opportunity for a windfall. It's going to be positive. So keep going. Even if you're feeling frustrated, if you're in it and it's, you know, you could be the person who feels like that your words have no power. Keep it going. Keep it going, pile 3. All right. Next, we have a deep breath. All right. Just with this picture, even a calling to your spirituality or higher learning, if it isn't spirituality for you, your religion, whatever it may be. But I feel as though this is a sign to say, well, it says a deep breath, yes, but maybe it's time to take a rest. Maybe you have to take time to go within and reflect on something about I want to say reassess, not in a bad way, but maybe you need to just stop, take a look at what you've accomplished so far or what you've done so far. Make any adjustments that need to be made and then continue on. So a deep breath to me is like taking a pause. And I want to say it has something to do with some spiritual learning, religious learning, higher learning of some kind. It's given me very 9th house Sagittarius vibes for whatever reason. And that maybe there are choices, maybe there's some different choices that you need to make. There's moving forward, there's a lot of choices in front of you. So you just need to take a pause, go into hangman mode, look at things from a different perspective, or go into hermit mode from within, use your intuition. Yeah, there's decisions to be made. So that's just a sign saying, you know what? Just take a pause, take a breath, okay? Next, we have change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Huh. Okay, so this is a sign out there for the people who are battling that head over heart. We all go through it from one time to another. And that ego is one strong, I want to say a bad word. It's very strong. Okay. And this is just a sign for you kind of touched on this, I want to say, in pile 2 about like wanting to know answers, but in this case it's control. Okay, so in this case it's control, wanting to be in control of everything. The ego is making all the decisions, right? It's all logical and what's up here in your mind, and we need that. You absolutely need that. But to really, okay, so I just happened to look over as I was thinking and saw spiritual growth. Yeah, to really ascend, to really move forward, we want the mind and the soul, the mind and the heart, the ego and the soul working together as one, where it's balanced. You're not making heart over head decisions. You're not making head over heart decisions. You're actually making the decisions together. That's what I feel this is. So this is a sign for you that some change has to come to when you're making decisions where it's all just ego and mind-based. You have to let the emotion and the heart and the soul come into it as well. So that's for some of you. Nourish your temple. Also had this in another. I love these. The messages are slightly different, yet have some very similar cards. So for me, this is health. As I said before, not a doctor. This is not medical advice. None of that stuff. Not at all. But when this card comes out, I want to say it could just be one of two things. It is, hey, you know what? Now may be the time. This is a sign for you to start on a more healthy diet in your life, okay? Not on a diet, but to bring healthier food choices. Or it could be quitting smoking, right? Nourish your temple. You know, it may be cut back on the alcohol a little bit. It may be get out and exercise walk for 30 minutes a day. Or it could be an ongoing, new, or recurring health issue. Do not let it go. It's time. This is a sign for you to go to the doctor and start working on it and taking care of it. Okay? And last here we have relax. I receive all blessings. Oh, beloved, change me into one who knows how to relax completely, sleep deeply, and receive all the blessings of every moment exactly as it presents itself with ease and gratitude. So I want to say, and I love that card is coming in right under the, breathe deeply, take a breath, take a break. This is going along with that. Relax. Because I feel that a lot of people in this pile, maybe you came into this pile because you don't know how to relax very well. And maybe because a lot of people lead very busy lives now, okay? And so it has changed what we consider relaxing to be. And you may think you're relaxing, but you never feel rested, okay? Or you never feel like you've had any downtime. So this just may be a call to really go soak in a bath, go to a spa, take some time out for yourself, no devices, okay? That's what I'm feeling. This is a sign for some of you to just, I don't know, what I'm seeing here is someone who's been at work all day and working on their laptop, on their computer, and then coming home and rushing through whatever it is, if you are married with children, or if you just have children, and you're taking care of the home and the family, and then the kids are off to bed and you finally have a bit of time to yourself, but then it's spent on your phone or on your iPad or on your laptop, and it feels like you're not shutting down. Okay, so that is a sign for you. It's time to shut down a little bit. Okay, now just before we end, I have two more cards here to pull, two more oracles. So let's see, what else do we need here for pile 3? Oh, I love this. I prioritize raising my vibration. Okay. Here I said maybe something with religious studies, spiritual studies. Here, not letting the ego take over, nourishing yourself, relaxing, all of these things, right? Doing what you love and reaching for the stars. It's raising your vibration. Okay, so that's perfect. I love that. But it is a sign to say, you know what? You need to do these things to get your vibration up, because we don't want to be sitting down in lower vibration, because then none of this is possible. Alrighty, so let's go one last card. I've been warning, there is some cursing in some of these cards, but it does kind of suit my personality and I find them really funny. And, you know, sometimes when you're getting signs of things that you need to be working on or looking out for, sometimes we just need a laugh. So that's why this deck was chosen. I saw it and I was like, yes, that one needs to come in for today. So let's see. Pile 3. What else? Sit down and shut up. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hello, we were just talking about it right here. Sit down and shut up. In other words, meditate. Oh, I love it. That also raises your vibration. Okay, pile 3. There are your messages. Sit down and shut up. In other words, meditate. Okay. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Like I said, it is timeless, but intention was set for the month of February for those of you that will be seeing it during that time frame. I really hope it resonated for you. I am going to ask that you like and subscribe if it did. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I will see you next month. Thank you.